the Nigerian Islamic rights group Muslim Rights Concern, Murik has called on the public to ignore all forms of ongoing anti-Taliban propaganda emanating from the American government. Murik accused the American government of carrying rumors that the new Taliban government in the country would embark on a mass execution of citizens of Afghanistan that stay behind after the airlifting process. He stated that the new Taliban government should be allowed to settle down due to its various promises to recognize the stipulated rights of Afghanistan citizens. The Murik founder and director, Professor Ishaq Akitola, in a statement obtained by Sahara Reporters, warned Bishop Matthew Kuka, the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto State, and other Nigerians to stop the habits of running to America to run down their own country. He said already America and its Western allies are neck deep in an international conspiracy to ensure that Afghanistan becomes a failed state. This explains the frenzied evacuation exercise. They are encouraging every skilled Afghan citizen to leave Afghanistan. It is a calculated attempt to drag the poor country into a brain drain crisis. This they do by spreading fear and rumor of mass executions, awaiting anyone who stays behind after the exit of allied forces. They ignore the announcement of general amnesty for all made by the Taliban and lay emphasis on possible clampdown on women and the imposition of Sharia law. Most of these fears are unfounded, as the Taliban have already declared a more liberal treatment of women. Murik advises Americans to learn from history. America must allow the Taliban to settle down. Gunboat diplomacy alone cannot rule the world. Respect for human values and norms, including people's different faiths, is necessary to keep the world away from humanitarian disasters. Our advice to the Taliban is to remember that Allah-given fundamental rights, human rights, are sacrosanct. The Taliban must avoid extreme measures. We urge them to respect the rights of women, children, and non-Muslims as recognized in Islam, and to distance their regime from violent and terror-loving elements. Bishop Hooker and other Nigerians who are in the habit of rushing to America to run their countries down are advised to think twice. No Western power will teach you what will benefit your country. It is always their personal interest first. The way America abandoned Afghanistan to its problem is a big lesson for all. Mr. Murik. Mr. Murik. Yes, they should be allowed, but they would not allow you to settle like that in this country. Mind you, this man needs an iron cage and a strong padlock for his ape-like lips. Sense is not sold at the market. If not, Nigeria would have bought for educated illiterates. This is why Boko Haram is not condemned in Nigeria. This is why it's not condemned in Nigeria by some Islamic leaders and Murik. I now understand who Murik is. Ishaq, a man without honor, still have something left to say. Professor of Hamajiris, you Professor Ishaq, you are a cause and you no go see good as you support bloodletting. Soon your blood go follow for that blood bank. I know they are always supporting Boko Haram and Fulani Esme terrorists and ISWAP. It's only when they gain ground then they will come out openly. Very irritating, very ugly. I hate this man Ishaq with passion. No one can find true Muslim faithful in Yoruba land but pretender. Mad religious bigots. ESN is the only way. IPOP, MASSOP can only save this country. Join me and my southern brothers. Let's build our nation. When Goodluck Jonathan was in power, 5 governors from the north went to Obama and told him that JEG was killing Hausa Fulani. Have you seen how people are being massacred in Afghanistan by the Taliban? Killers are, and are you supporting that? Remember the Judgment Day. My question is, why is the Taliban desperate for power? Those people ruling Afghanistan and the citizens of Afghanistan, are they not Muslims? Why the quest for power? To me, there is an hidden agenda. This man is lunatic. Blocktask religion. You will perish with the sword you are projecting. Common sense is not cheap at all. So may the danger of ISWAP, Boko Haram, and all of them come upon you. This man is not serious. This man is a misbet of a Yoruba Fulani. What has he said about current Jos Plateau crisis? Yet he's here wagging his mouth on strangers called Taliban. What is at stake in the Afghanistan situation? What value do they add to Nigeria's economy, social and security status? For this Murik professor, Taliban form of government and governance is what he wants in our dear country, Nigeria. But surely God will not allow it. Una dey hear one by one the Taliban in Nigeria are showing their face. Gradually, Southwest be on the watch. Northern group of Islamic bodies should caution Murik. Otherwise, I pray that he will not draw problem to their doorstep. This Islamic slave of a man, this one are good. First of all, close your mouth before flies enter that mouth. It is too open. Nonsense, professor. I wish you send your children to wait for Taliban to settle down so they can get good governments. What kind of professor is this with an Islamic thinking? Very sure this is a professor of Islamic studies, not a good one. Islam will always make adherents think wrongly. Everybody's not supporting this man. No. Allow the Taliban to settle. And on the other hand, you know that they have the tendency of this violence and terrorism we are talking about, and you are advising them, and you think they will change overnight. You must be joking. You must be joking. Kuka, what is problem with the Taliban? So you not happy because they defeated your masters, America and NATO allies. Talibans are powerful than forever. Nigeria ambassador to Taliban. I am sure this has a problem. This man has a problem. Upset. Yorubas are the most divided people in the world. Really? Terrorist was professor of terrorism. A mentally dead professor. Your Islamic agenda in Nigeria will not be fulfilled by the special grace of God. Terrorist that is supposed to be under DSS custody. This director of Taliban in Nigeria is always drunk. Can one of these court boys in Lasu do us a favor and do the needful? What kind of needful? What kind of needful?